Hello there and welcome to a fresh edition of Traffic Watch on this station. We also appreciate you for all the calls and messages arising from last week's edition. Today we are taking a look at the events of last Saturday and Sunday resulting from the carelessness of our motorists. Find out as you join us on this edition. I am Jerry Osuji.
People don't even know what this solid line is. If this solid line is in the middle, it means like it's a solid wall. You can't go past it. You only go where the lines are broken.
In our continued effort to inform and educate you, we have introduced on our schedule Traffic Watch.
Hello now.
Of course, the name says it all. Acquainting you with the do's and don'ts on our roads. Traffic Watch, showing here on Orient Television every Friday at 5 p.m. Your reactions to last week's edition of this program were as encouraging as they were elucidating. We had during the program explained the meaning of some of the traffic signs that dot the remodeled roundabouts in the town as a way of preventing or reducing the speed of carnage that occurs as a result of flagrant disregard to these signs by most motorists. As you may be aware, the objective of Traffic Watch is to sensitize the motoring public and other road users on the best way to maintain sanity on our roads.
People don't even know what this solid line is. If this solid line is in the middle, it means like it's a solid wall. You can't go past it. You only go where the lines are broken.
This objective can be derivable when you make this program a must-watch and also encourage others not only to watch it regularly, but to put to good use all that they learn from the program. It is highly worrisome that in spite of spirited efforts to make the motorists accident-free through proper adherence to all traffic signs, most drivers who ply our roads appear to dismiss these efforts with a wave of the hand. The result is that the state has often been immersed in one form of avoidable accident or the other. While still, most of the perpetrators of this havoc have often gone scot-free. Otherwise, how does one explain it that in a space of 20 hours, between last Saturday and Sunday afternoon, more than 4 avoidable accidents were recorded in Owerri alone? A closer look at the likely causes of these accidents show carelessness on the part of the drivers and their blunt refusal to adhere to traffic rules and regulations. This accident involving 2 minibuses happened along Osuji Road, few meters from the Osuji Town Primary School at about 8 p.m. last Saturday. Traffic Watch gathered that one of the minibus drivers, who was coming from Okigwe end of the road, left his own lane and was coming on the same lane, opposite direction with the other bus driver on a very high speed. The right-laned minibus driver, who was coming from Owerri, did all he could to avoid the erring bus driver, but to no avail, and there came a head-on collision that resulted in some of the passengers getting badly wounded and the 2 buses damaged. According to him, while speaking with this presenter the next morning, the early minibus driver was also rushed to the hospital.
From a load of passenger from this prisons to Oji. My welcome drop on Madonna white man before I drop. My welcome has seen my vehicle driving one way. I'm not so because I don't used to move speed. The vehicle was coming with full speed. I dodging from this side. You come this side, dodging from this side, you come this side. What you have to do? Before I came, the boy has no light. They have to hit my motor. Boy, the passengers fall out. They use the passenger where is going to Akabo. Akabo passenger to Akabo. Every shop over my glass. Dapo. Manda Kurish, Manda Meraho. Some of them they are still passing here. All their blood all over my motor. They condemn my car. And when I went to see the car, the guy motor damaged. Mele the guy. The boy nation na. So, I put my motor here, Lama, Bruba battery, Lawa, around that kind, 11 o'clock. For the train, motor, Dabala, Mama Lady, make the Lawa Chukuma that night. My better this morning, me too, Munne. Hassan Haman, I went the wrong way bush. Now I will stop back at that motor. Or Joe, blew the motor, Nabala. Now, Hassan Meweliwe. No, that we are going to settle everything amicable. Now, I have to call my Oga, the owner of this motor. The man, they say, okay, they should rescue our motor first to somewhere. When the guy come out, we know how to put this amicable.
So last year, you have to speed like that. So many. So many.
Also, I'm going to make a occasion. Now, I'm going to stop. That's all I'm going to
Mana, and when I had the traffic jam, that is the advantage.
No traffic, the road was open, freely. There's nothing like hold up.
Drunkenness. From the minibus driver's account, the Osuji road accident could be blamed on drunkenness. Often, the IBC Orient FM in all the major news has always discouraged motorists from drinking when they drive, or to avoid drinking if they are to drive. Earlier that Saturday, 3rd July, at about 3 p.m., banking on eyewitness account, this lorry, believed to belong to Coca-Cola Company, veered off the road and landed in the newly constructed drain a little after Owerri Girls Secondary School gate and opposite Union Bank along Port Harcourt Road, Owerri. Although TrafficWatch could not ascertain if any life was lost or anyone injured, perhaps the story would have been dead ugly if it was on a school day, as that is the same time when the day students of the school go home in groups. Efforts to speak with the occupants of the lorry proved abortive, as the young man seen at the venue, who claimed that the driver had gone to report at Coca-Cola, refused to appear on camera. If you think we are done reporting the recklessness of some of the drivers, wait until you watch the next 2 reports. Recall that over the years, successive governments in the state, including the current administration, have barred big lorries from coming into our town during the day in view of the likely dangers they are plying alongside many other smaller vehicles could pose. While it may not be difficult to say if the ban on long trucks is being enforced or not, the incident on Sunday morning, 4th July, along Asanta Road by Wari River may have exposed the seeming drop in the enforcement of that rule, leading to lorry drivers' flagrant abuse of that government directive. On Sunday morning, a diesel-laden truck fell along Asanta Avenue by Wari River. Report had it that a truck, which could hardly be believed to convey liquid and was actually laden with diesel, could not accelerate the Wari Hill. As a result, rather than move forward, it began to slide back and eventually fell sideways and burst open. According to eyewitness, the incident sent shivers down the spine of both motorists and passengers as everyone scampered for safety. But for the timely intervention of men of the State Fire Service and the Bureau for Public Safety, the state would have been engulfed in an uncontrollable fire disaster, even though the product was diesel. When TrafficWatch arrived at the scene, some residents were seen across the river scoping the product. Another very scary development. Prince Ugochukwu Nzekwe is the SA to the state governor on public safety.
This morning I was preparing to go to church service and got a call from some people, as usual, that a tanker conveying fully loaded diesel fell on the road here, very close to Wari River, just a stone throw to Holy Ghost College. So I called the fire service men immediately to proceed here while I also followed behind with some of my boys. So we've been here since that time trying to make sure that we prevent any form of disaster that's supposed to come through this type of mishap. Luckily today, glory be to God, we were able to do that. I want to say that this thing is diesel. If it were to be PMS, that is major petroleum product that is highly inflammable, the state wouldn't have been that lucky. But I want to commend the men of Imo State Fire Service and indeed the federal ones. They're always there available. Each time I call them, they work with me. So happily today that is Sunday, we want to give glory to God that any form of disaster has been prevented and abated from happening.
Why did they have to fall?
From questions I asked and the answer given to me, it happened that the vehicle was trying to climb the hill. You can see that this place is very hilly. I think he lost control. Maybe the engine is not very okay. He lost control and was going back. So I don't know, maybe I was not exactly when the thing happened. Maybe the driver lost control of the vehicle and the thing fell.
One of the many bus drivers who escaped by a hair's breadth, but who pleaded to speak off camera, also gave a vivid description of what happened. He spoke in Igbo language.
I know now, Bible I noticed the trailer gakwa n'eluku. So ogu ahụ ọrịgazi. Ihe ọzọ anyị hụziri wo ya atọwazila azụ. Ndị ọbụla etiweze anyị bupụ aka. Move weze by the side. Ka ya malawazie azụ ya ahụ. So azụ ya ahụ ọ lagide. Ihe ọzọ anyị hụziri wo ya ye adawazi adawa. So Chineke mezi ebere move po. So ka move pụrụ ihe ọzọ anyị hụziri ya ada chekwene na ọwụ empty trailer ma ọkwanụ no trailer na-enwe bu ngwaahịa ama na ihe nọ n'ime ya wụ diesel a na-ajụkwa na ọwụ dị moto ka eji ebu diesel eji moto ebu diesel ele otu echi expect na diesel ga-anọ n'ime ihe a ama ma just n'ọrụ datin for iji ebu diesel ma ọ gịnị so Chineke meze ebe ya wụrụ diesel maka ọ bụrụ na ọ fuel enwe ihe ndị akọghị ugbu awụ ihe akarịkọta ndụmọdụ m na-enye ha biko ha cheke moto ha before ha eburu pụọ secondly esikwana na moto ụdị moto ndị a na-agba in the daytime amaghịzi m ke by this time o jiri wụrụ na trailer na-agbagasị n'ụzọ by this time because anyị mere ma na asị na 6 o'clock mgbede abalị na mgbe o nwegwe mgbe emechara gọvanọ eme ya 10 so that ka ndụ mmadụ hụ amaghịzi m ka o jiziri by this time ịhụ na ọrịa m n'ugwu ọrịlihi ya ịghọtala duto gịnị one capacity ihe o bu na moto ya ahazighị otu ileze moto anyị ugbu otu ahụ siri daa ị ga-amata na ihe o kwesịrị ibu awụzi ihe o bu mere na o jiri daa ihe ahụ.
You see, these are things I have been talking about every time. We need to look at all the vehicles flying on our roads, especially the big lorries. And that's why the government came with a control of asking them to fly only when the road is safe for them to move around from 6 o'clock. These are part of the reason why. Some of these vehicles have very bad tires, they have very bad engines, and they allow them to continue to fly on the road. So if you watch, some of them are not even operating in the Imo State. They are visitors that came into the state. And today is Sunday. If it were to be on a Monday or Tuesday, I can guarantee you our men would have stopped him and asked him questions. But today is Sunday, it has happened. And they are not going to go scot-free. That's why we're still here. We want to find out where they loaded the product, if the product is the good one, and even the vehicle, it does not have a register plate number. So we need to be sure where they are coming from, who sent them, and why the thing happened.
People don't even know what this solid line is. If this solid line is in the middle, it means like it's a solid wall. You can't go past it. You only go where the lines are broken.
The name says it all. Acquainting you with the do's and don'ts on our roads. Traffic Watch. Showing here on Orient Television every Friday at 5 p.m. with Jerry Osuji.
The question is, how often do vehicles stop to enable pedestrians apply and use the zebra crossing?
Be careful as you drive, so the long arm of the law does not catch you in Traffic Watch.
So there was a go slow along the road. Suddenly I heard the fuel shouting. Then the car hit me from the back and I hit another car. From that another car. Before I know, there was a trailer coming.
Still on Sunday, 4th July, when we thought it was all over, just at 1 p.m., a major one happened. This time, a trailer which allegedly had a brake failure while racing down from the Assumpta end to Warehouse on a very high speed, crashed into well over 8 vehicles in front. Some were badly shattered and fell inside a large water drain, while many passengers sustained varying degrees of injury. Some of the drivers narrate their ordeal.
I see some moving just now hold up. All of us were a man hold up due to tanker driver. Then I have a motor one way. Then the end of there are some boom. And now on the list, I hold the trailer got a param. Nazuya. To speed, they push them now, they push what I push them on you. I was the many of Shalom Manga, and I will have your motor. So we made the escape. So you hit the figure about Pokara on the cause and I got you watch it, and what Amanda never, my Sunday book, halal. Motor, the motor home. Oh,
Tankabu.
I'm more fuel, I'm hoping, but our tanker.
What is the tanker now?
We are one aware about it. Nobody knows the way.
Look at Hedgie, million Zoga.
Millions of heavily. heavily.
Suddenly I heard the two were shouting. Then the car hit me from the back and I hit another car. From that another car. Before I know, there was a trailer coming. Before we could do anything, there was like, it just jacked me from the corner. From the corner, I raised my motor up like this. So I was saying what was happening. I was struggling with my steering. Before I know, I just saw it there, and the motor was going fast without slowing down. It was hitting the rest motor along the road with my motor along with it. I just saw a place like this now to enter this place. I just use speed and turn my steering, which I just ran into this gutter now. That's what happened.
Why do you think the trailer did that?
He failed the steering failed. They said he failed the steering.
Yeah,
and he was using, they said somebody said he was using wood for the to hold the steering.
I saw wood somewhere there now.
Yes.
Did they get him?
No, they did not get him. He was just driving along. He didn't stop, just drive along. Scattering motor up and down. Some motor will just inside the river there.
I am a accident. Trailer failure of brake from control. There are motor in neighbor. There was a motor that came in to block one lane. So I use one lane. So motor fail a brake. There is a motor in the motor. Monday goes over up there. I have some motor and anybody chair. But some people may be chair, but I really thank God.
Trailer, I hope.
Trailer hope fuel.
Around what time? Then you move back. What are here?
You move back because who's are free and the minutes will get too much. When motor got too free by then. Because we keep out of baggage also often the break.
I control na aba. I control na aga warehouse. Because I know, because I'm not as noise moto no moto. Ojibo hold up no we ho e ba ngba aga. So all Jesus can integrate ya ko kocha.
That's the size of our package this lovely day. We shall come back to you this time next week. Let's believe that having seen all that transpired between Saturday and Sunday in over the town alone, we have to be more careful as we drive on our roads. I am Jerry Osuji. See you again.